Oppenheimer, a cinematic portrayal of a scientific titan, commences by charting the early trajectory of J. Robert Oppenheimer's life, a journey that would ultimately change the course of human history. The film's first part meticulously paints the portrait of Oppenheimer's formative years, marked by intellectual brilliance and a burgeoning passion for physics. As the narrative unfolds, we are introduced to a young Oppenheimer, deeply enamored with the mysteries of the natural world. His early life in the bustling intellectual milieu of the early 20th century is portrayed with vivid detail, highlighting his exposure to diverse scientific and philosophical ideas that shaped his worldview. The film takes care to depict his academic journey, marked by an insatiable quest for knowledge and a remarkable aptitude for theoretical physics. The story then shifts to Oppenheimer's burgeoning academic career, capturing his rapid ascent in the world of science. His early work, characterized by both brilliance and originality, sets him apart in the scientific community. The film skillfully intertwines these professional achievements with glimpses into his personal life, offering insights into the man behind the burgeoning scientific reputation. As global tensions rise with the onset of World War II, the narrative takes a dramatic turn. The film delves into how Oppenheimer, initially distant from the politics of war, begins to grapple with the potential for his scientific research to impact the world stage. His recruitment to lead the Manhattan Project marks a pivotal moment in both the film and his life. The depiction of his initial reluctance and subsequent acceptance is a critical juncture, laying bare the ethical and moral dilemmas he faced. The first part of Oppenheimer concludes with him at the helm of the Manhattan Project, setting the stage for a story of unprecedented scientific endeavor interwoven with profound moral complexities. This segment of the film not only establishes Oppenheimer as a pivotal figure in scientific history but also sets the tone for the ethical quandaries and dramatic tension that will permeate the rest of the story. Throughout this initial part, the film blends historical accuracy with dramatic storytelling, creating a rich tapestry of Oppenheimer's early life and the momentous decision that would lead him to become the father of the atomic bomb. The narrative is a compelling mix of personal journey and historical context, setting the stage for the monumental events that follow. In summary, the first part of Oppenheimer is a meticulously crafted depiction of the early life and rise of a man whose work would not only revolutionize physics but also bring about a new era in human history. It is a story of intellectual brilliance, ethical struggle, and the inexorable march towards a project that would forever alter the world. The second part of Oppenheimer delves deep into the heart of the Manhattan Project, a pivotal moment not only in the life of J. Robert Oppenheimer but also in world history. This segment of the film is an intense portrayal of the convergence of scientific genius, ethical dilemmas, and the stark realities of wartime urgency. We are first reintroduced to Oppenheimer as he takes on the monumental task of leading the Manhattan Project. The film vividly captures the initial challenges he faces, assembling a team of the world's top scientists, setting up a secret research facility in Los Alamos, and the daunting task of creating something that has never been made before, an atomic bomb. The narrative intricately weaves through the complexities of the project. We see Oppenheimer and his team grappling with theoretical and practical obstacles, working against the clock as the horrors of World War II escalate. The film does not shy away from showing the pressure exerted by the military and the government, epitomized by figures like General Leslie Groves, who constantly pushes the team to expedite their work. A significant portion of this part focuses on the scientific breakthroughs and setbacks. The film portrays the collaborative yet tense atmosphere among the scientists, including notable figures like Enrico Fermi and Richard Feynman. Their interactions, disagreements, and eventual successes in solving the puzzle of nuclear fission are depicted with dramatic intensity. As the narrative progresses, the tone becomes increasingly somber. The film delves into the ethical implications of their work, highlighting Oppenheimer's growing internal conflict. His transformation from a passionate scientist into the so-called father of the atomic bomb is portrayed with a nuanced exploration of his moral and emotional turmoil. The climax of this part is the Trinity test, the first successful detonation of an atomic bomb. The film masterfully captures the awe and horror of this moment, both for the scientists and the world. Oppenheimer's famous quote, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," reverberates powerfully, encapsulating the profound implications of their achievement. Following the Trinity test, the film portrays the decision to use the atomic bomb against Japan. This segment is handled with sensitivity, emphasizing the complex array of political, military, and ethical considerations that went into the decision. Oppenheimer's role and his reactions to the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki are portrayed in a way that highlights the deep conflict between his scientific curiosity and the devastating reality of the weapon he helped create. The second part of Oppenheimer concludes with the end of World War II, but it leaves Oppenheimer and the audience in a state of reflection. The film transitions from the triumph of scientific achievement to the sobering reality of its consequences. It sets the stage for the final part of the film, focusing on the aftermath of the atomic bomb and Oppenheimer's legacy. Throughout this part, Oppenheimer maintains a balance between the thrilling narrative of scientific discovery and the heavy, often haunting, reflection on the moral responsibilities of scientists. The cinematography, combined with a poignant score, adds depth to the storytelling, conveying the historical significance and the ethical dilemmas faced by Oppenheimer and his team. In essence, the second part of Oppenheimer is a riveting and thought-provoking portrayal of one of the most significant scientific endeavors and moral dilemmas of the 20th century. It is a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, as well as a somber reminder of the responsibility that comes with such power. The third part of Oppenheimer delves into the complex aftermath of the atomic bomb's development and its profound impact on J. Robert Oppenheimer's life and legacy. This segment of the film is a poignant exploration of the inner turmoil, public acclaim, and political tribulations that defined Oppenheimer's post-war years. Following the end of World War II, the film portrays Oppenheimer as a conflicted figure, grappling with the moral implications of his work on the atomic bomb. His initial sense of relief at the war's end quickly gives way to a deeper introspection about the role he played in creating a weapon of mass destruction. The film captures this internal struggle through poignant scenes that show Oppenheimer reflecting on the loss of life in Hiroshima and Nagasaki and questioning the ethics of his scientific pursuits. As Oppenheimer tries to return to normalcy in his academic and personal life, the film highlights his growing prominence as a public figure. He becomes a leading voice in the debate over nuclear weapons control, advocating for international oversight and the peaceful use of atomic energy. This part of the film delves into his efforts to influence policy, showcasing his speeches, public appearances, and interactions with political leaders. However, Oppenheimer's outspoken views on nuclear disarmament and his past associations bring him under scrutiny during the Red Scare era. The film captures the tension of this period, showing how Oppenheimer becomes a target of suspicion and government surveillance. His loyalty to the United States is questioned, leading to a dramatic portrayal of the 1954 security clearance hearing. The film effectively conveys the sense of betrayal and injustice Oppenheimer feels, as well as the impact of this ordeal on his career and reputation. In portraying Oppenheimer's later years, the film shifts to a more reflective tone. It explores his continued contributions to science and academia, even as he faces ostracism from the government and some sections of the scientific community. The narrative highlights his mentorship of young scientists and his ongoing quest for knowledge, despite the challenges he faces. The film concludes by examining Oppenheimer's legacy, both as a scientific genius who revolutionized nuclear physics and as a complex figure whose work had profound ethical implications. The final scenes are a blend of historical reflection and personal resolution, suggesting that Oppenheimer's life story serves as a cautionary tale about the responsibility that comes with great scientific power. Throughout this third part, Oppenheimer maintains a somber and introspective tone, interspersed with moments of intense drama. The cinematography and score add depth to the storytelling, evoking a sense of the historical significance of Oppenheimer's life and the ethical dilemmas he faced. In summary, the third part of Oppenheimer is a deeply moving portrayal of a man who changed the world in ways he never fully anticipated. It is a story of brilliance and remorse, of public acclaim and private doubts, and of a relentless quest for understanding in a world forever altered by his work. The film leaves the audience with much to ponder about the role of scientists in society, the ethical dimensions of technological progress, and the fragile balance between power and responsibility.